Hi everybody, my name is Mr. Norris. I'm here to talk to you about abnormal psychology. So maybe you've taken a psychology class in the past or maybe you haven't. Abnormal psychology is a little bit different in that we look at different disorders that people can suffer from, different mental health problems and mental health issues, and we kind of look at the root of those problems and kind of try to uncover what happened in someone's life that could have led them to having that problem or that health issue. So we kind of it's a very broad spectrum class where we get to look at a lot of different topics that have to do with humans' mental health issues. The best parts of the class are that we get to look into things that are often seen as kind of difficult issues. So if you choose to join this class, know that we're going to be looking at things that aren't always the easiest things to look at. I don't mean physically, but just to talk about some issues that people are struggling with, and that's not always an easy thing to do. But it is absolutely fascinating to look into things like stress disorders, anxiety disorders, paranormal beliefs, dissociative disorders, things like that. So if you have an interest in psychology, particularly in abnormal psychology subjects, things that impact people on lots of different levels in their daily life, then this is probably a great class for you. How difficult is this class? I would say that this is probably a moderate level of difficulty. It requires you to have a very open mind and maybe even reach out to areas that you wouldn't have before. There are a lot of topics that come up in this class that aren't particularly the easiest things to talk about, so you need to be aware of that and kind of come in with an open mind. The workload, we do a handful of big projects throughout the semester, but really kind of on a day-to-day basis what that looks like is we talk about a different subject, we kind of dissect it a little bit and kind of look at maybe where this was stemming from, and then we try to put together an experiment that we can actually kind of act out in class to gain data and research information about a particular disorder or something to do with the human mind. The attendance for this class, it can be done remotely, but I think you would get more from it if you could take it in person. But if your situation doesn't allow it to be in person, then you can absolutely do that remotely. Anything someone should be aware of before joining this, this is a really fun class, but at the same time, it's not easy for everyone. There are topics that are sensitive, and there are topics that are kind of hard to talk about because a lot of us know people that have been impacted by some of these different things. So it's a very, very relevant class, though, that could offer you a lot of good insight and information as you move forward in life. Oh, by the way, it is also a core elective, unless of course you have those 6 electives filled up, and then it's an unrestricted.